Now, finally tonight, the story of two former sports players, now in their 80s, who've been diagnosed with dementia. For the last few months, Alan and Arthur have been members of a council-run sports club with a specially adapted version of cricket. And as Ashley Crowther reports, it's helping them to reconnect with the joy of sport.
Comes and goal, he's down the pitch, it's hitting Miles. That's gone for 6.
Hitting the ball with a bat. It's just that little bit of everybody that goes back to being a child. Everybody loves hitting a ball with a bat, and everybody loves that little bit of competitive spirit and that little bit of competition.
Swung away brilliantly, dismissively through mid-wicket.
There's not a week goes by when I don't finish a session and sit in the car and have a little sob to myself.
Well, there's the reverse ramp. Beautiful little flick.
If you can bring that joy to somebody for an hour, when some of the time they can't really do much else or they don't want to do much else, and you tap into that little bit of their core and they have a blast doing it, well, it's fantastic.
The community hub on the Rumney estate in Cardiff is a world away from Lord's or Sophia Gardens. But here too, at a weekly sports club, there are players totally absorbed by a game of cricket.
It's a game of cricket that was originally played in a circle with a foam ball and a sponge bat, and it was designed for people living in care homes, people with limited mobility, the older generation who may have been socially excluded, and it's just designed to get people doing things that they wouldn't normally do and just to have fun for an hour and a half or so. I used to be a rugby coach, and I met Richard Hill, my colleague, about 6 years ago. Both of our dads lived with dementia and both were cricket fans and both died in care homes. And we got fed up going to see them and they're just watching TV in the corner of the room. So Richard created clock cricket, and it went from there, really. Dad always used to go and watch Glamorgan, and so did Mum, so the love of cricket started there, really. It's a fitting memory for Richard and I of our dads. And we go into places, people enjoy it, and it's just spreading the love of cricket.
Opening the bowling today is 88-year-old Arthur Swainson, who joined the club earlier this year after a cancer scare and a short stay in hospital.
I'm finished now. I wake up tomorrow and I can't wait for next Wednesday because I live on my own, although my daughter's a couple of 100 yards down the road. I'm on my own, and all these people here round about my age, maybe a bit younger, but I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it.
In 2020, Arthur was diagnosed with dementia. It affects his memory, especially short term. But playing cricket seems to reconnect Arthur with thoughts and feelings from his younger days.
It brings all them memories back to me. I played for Cardiff Boys at cricket, and I worked for Crossfields Brewery, which had a cricket team. They used to go up all over the country playing, and I played for them.
When you hit the ball up there, how does that make you feel?
Back to the old days. Back to my old days. Yeah. I was doing something like 10 young donkeys years ago, sort of thing.
And do the memories come flooding back when you pick that bat up?
Yeah, yeah. And to different places. I played on Yams Park cricket, and I remember it in the 6.
When you look at this, look how tall some of the guys are there. Yeah. They were second rows, obviously, yeah.
Cardiff Arms Park also holds special memories for 81-year-old Alan Hardwick. Back in the late 60s, he played outside half for Cardiff. For a while, a teammate of the legendary Gareth Edwards and Barry John. What has sport meant to you in your life?
Big part of it, to be honest with you. I played while I was in Canton High School, and you carried on and went to Cardiff. And I mean, it wasn't just a Saturday. I think it was much fun after the game as you did when you were playing the game, you know. Yeah, it was lovely. It really was.
Alan's also been diagnosed with dementia, and the club on Wednesday, which also includes a sporting memories quiz, seems to recapture that sense of what it used to be like to be part of a team.
It's fun. And most of the people you meet here, they're all nice people, you know. I don't think that, I better not swear, But I don't think you'll get the bad people coming to these things. You know, they're not nice characters. Yeah, it's good.
I think everybody in our session today has got a backstory. You know, a lot of them live on their own, a lot of them have got illnesses, you know, and it just gets them out of the house and makes them feel part of something. This is the nearest thing where you can have a bit of banter with almost like your social friends from years ago when you played sport. It puts them in a good place, and I just think, you know, the laughter and stuff you can hear today is phenomenal. You know, that gives you the reason to be there, really.
It taps into the bit of them that they may think has been lost. So the competitive spirit comes out, they laugh, they smile, they engage with the people in the group around them. And it generally gives the carers who come with them an hour and a half of just seeing that the person they love, that bit of them coming back to the forefront. And it's just tremendous fun.
That is it for tonight. Thanks for joining us. From all of us on the team, Nostar, good night.